lights now really flashing for Finnegan. That right hand is getting through too often. Trapped on the ropes. And he looks like a man in a daze. At the end of the tap. So there it was. It took to round 10 before we saw the first knockdown of the fight. And Foster now perhaps feeling that the fight is within his grasp now at any time for the 11th successful defense. An all-time record in the light heavyweight division. Early on in the 11th for Finnegan. Foster now looking a little more jaunty, stepping a little more sprightly after that 10th round success. Look at the bounce in Foster now. There's blood on Finnegan's face. His left eye's gone, I think. And that's not the one he usually has trouble with. He's come above the left eye, Finnegan. Dances around in front of Finnegan like some black ghost, haunting him and taunting him as well. And the crowd don't like it because Foster's looking flashy now. Arms down. Almost as though he's saying to Finnegan, I've got you now, and there's nothing but nothing you can do about it. Well, there's no doubt about it. The champion is teasing Finnegan now. And that's what the crowd think of it. Touch of the Muhammad Ali now in Foster. The taunting of the victim. And a big attack being set up in the closing seconds of the 11th by Foster. And Finnegan really couldn't do much about it in that round. Finnegan a little slow to come off the stool. And of course what has to be remembered in all this is how well Foster can go this sort of distance at the age of 33. It's not been an easy fight for Foster. And here he is in the 12th, bouncing around on those aging legs. Legs like matchsticks, but seem to be made of spring steel. And there isn't a lot of hope left in this now for Finnegan. That 10th round just about decided it. Notice how little of the ring Finnegan is using now, whereas before he was using it all. He's got a bruise coming up underneath the left eye, his nose is bleeding, the cut above his eye is bleeding. And Finnegan now is soaking it up, but still gamely coming forward. Foster content to bide his time, put the odd one in, try to keep his man on the end of the left and wait for the chance to sling the right. Foster that goes back to his corner, strangely content now just to stay on top, keeping command. Finnegan gamely striving here to get back into this against Foster, but it's all steeply uphill now, and I doubt if he's got the strength to mount any real attacks now that can change the course of a fight which seems to me inevitably to have gone right against him. Every now and again, that sharp reminder from Foster of what a good champion he really can be when he wants to be. Well, you award the marks for courage to Chris Finnegan. Still not a bad fight being put up by Finnegan in the 13th, when it had all looked over by the 10th. to have been produced at this stage of the fight. Finnegan is cut on the right eye now as well as the left. Oh! Two shattering punches there from Foster. And Chris takes them well. This man's strength is astounding. And through all this trouble and pain, he still tries to box his way back. What a superb effort this is by Chris Finnegan. Cut now above both eyes, nose bleeding, marked underneath the left eye.